Hey guys, DJ Bassfish here. Hey, I'm finally getting around to filming the final part of my PC build series. Basically the summary, not only of the build and my thoughts on that and PC gaming, but also my thoughts on filming the experience. So overall, I think the build went very well. Um, there's a few things that I'd like to have done different, and if I have to tear into it, say if I'm installing a hard drive or anything else like that, I will, um, I'll change. Um, but it's working very well. The As far as the actual physical build itself, and you've probably heard me say this a few times, maybe once or twice throughout the series, it was the cable management. Um, that part of it, especially with the fans and everything, it's pretty new to me. I was able to cable manage my old machine pretty well. I did this one okay. I will say that the placement of some of the power plugs on the motherboard did not really help my cause that much. Um, One of the things, like I said, if I have to pull it apart for any reason, I'll go ahead and change it at this point because I'm not having any issues with it right now. I had to use one of the daisy chain PCIe cables because that ASRock RX 7900 XTX has three PCI power plugs, and I only had two. Um, only had two just straight ones, and what I mean by that is no daisy chain on it, no extra circuit on it. So, like I said, again, I'm not unless I have problems or I tear into it for another reason. I'm not making that change until then. Um, but like I said, overall, it went pretty well. I'm very happy with it. Um, the one thing I will say, if for people who are actually switching from PC, or excuse me, from a gaming console to a PC, um, I don't want to say your mileage will vary. That's way off base. Um, Prepare for just a small amount of tweaking. If you're, yeah, I'm right. Anyway, just be prepared for a small amount of tweaking with possibly, um, if anything, your graphics card software, like my AMD Adrenaline. One of my games was actually the cutscenes. I'll use this as the biggest example. The cutscenes were kind of flickering a little weird. I just had to go in and turn on VSync, and that fixed that. Um, so if there's a con to it, there may be some small tweaking you may need to do. And if you don't feel comfortable, I would look up some information on the internet, look up the specific issue you're having, or find someone who also has a gaming rig and knows a lot about them to help you out. Um, but like I said, that'd be the one. I'd say the one con. But the pros outweigh so much. With the price of consoles going up the way they are, um, you could almost build you a mid range, and I wouldn't go anything less than a mid range if you're gaming at all. Tower almost for that price, a few $100s more. And here's the thing: when you have PC, of course, you're going to have access to the games, and if you're going to um, or if you're willing to wait a little bit on the games, you can find them super cheap through like Steam. I know the Epic is another gaming store. EA has theirs. But I've been personally using Steam a lot, and uh, I got Mortal Kombat 11 for $6, and Mortal Kombat 1, the new one, 10 or $15. I can't exactly remember. I also got Battlefront 2, super duper cheap. Um, When I looked, they had Cyberpunk 2077 at about half price. So that's definitely a huge con. Plus, it's a full blown computer. You can do, any your basics, of course, on your web browsing, your email. Outside of gaming, another huge thing I use it for is video, um, video recording and video rendering. So that, and I'll tell you what, on this machine, I've said it before, probably on a previous episode, so much faster. My old machine, something that'll take my old machine days, takes this thing 15 minutes at the most. I mean, it's a huge, just night and day difference. So that's probably the main points I can think of with the build. On that, I feel like I paid pretty reasonable prices for the parts I got, except for memory. Of course, I caught the memory unfortunately on the uprise here, so that's if I had to say pay a little too much for one component, it'd be the memory, the RAM. Um, got great deals on everything, and also especially a video card because for I got my Radeon 7900 XTX for around $800, which right now is a pretty good deal for that level of card. And just everything is just on the rise right now. So if you're planning on building one, do it now if at all possible. Before everything memory's already started to go up. So do it now before things just skyrocket out of control. Now, as far as filming, I know I didn't always get you guys the greatest angles. I don't exactly this isn't Linus Tech Tips. Unfortunately, I don't have a whole crew and setups and all that, but I tried to show you guys as much as I could. I learned both between the build and the filming. I've definitely learned a lot. I might get me a camera tripod that can go like this as well as raise and turn. That probably would have helped me a lot with the filming. So, guys, that is pretty much all I've got to say. The only other thing I got is along with when I got the computer, I also got a Epson EcoTank. Was the ET4800. It's been a good machine. I will say this: the guides when you're setting your paper size, it's what's the word I'm looking for here? It's a little bit particular. You have to have it set just right, or you could have problems with paper jams. So that's basically all I've got on everything here. If you have any questions or just want to comment, leave that below. If you could check out some of the links I have down there as well, I really appreciate it. If you like what I do, enjoy various videos on here, if you could do me a favor, like and subscribe, and go to my website, TeamSFO.net, and link through to some of my other shows and check them out as well. I'd really appreciate it. And my Patreon, I'm going to get stuff up on there soon. I just have not had time to sit down and do it, but it's coming soon. If you could, check it out, or even just a small subscription, I really appreciate it. So I will talk to you guys later. Bye.